My name is Thorsten Overgaard. I'm a Danish photographer. I travel the world taking photographs and teaching photography. Today we are going to go clean my sensors together. Before I get into it, almost as it is now a tradition, I will give away some free things. One thing is here my polythene cloth that says always wear a camera. This one is one you can use for your glasses and for your lenses. Anybody who makes a comment on this video, I'll make a draw and I'll pick 4 people and I'll send you a few of these microfiber cloths to anywhere in the world you might be. Also free gifts for anybody. You simply just go below the video, put in your email and press send. There is my Lightroom and Capture One presets for black and white and color. They're made for Leica look, Leica cameras, but I actually work for Sony, Fujifilm, Hasselblad, whatever. Those are free. It's very simple presets, and that's the ones that I use when I edit to get it done quickly and in high quality. Also, there's my book about iconic photographers and the iconic photographs, and also I write about how I photograph and why I photograph. And finally, one more, it never ends apparently, one more free ebook is my book, What is Sharpness in Photography? A very surprising book if you thought that you could buy sharp lenses. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but there is another element that makes pictures sharp or look sharp, and that is what I'm writing about in that book. Same for all of them. Put in your email, press send, and you'll have the download as an ebook or presets in a few minutes. Sometimes somewhere in the world I sit with my workshop group or some other photographers and drinking coffee, and then comes the much dreaded question: do you clean your own sensors? It's a little bit like asking me, do you clean your own car? I actually don't. I go to a car wash and they do it for me. The same with my cameras. I usually send them to Wetzlar in Germany, and they adjust and clean to the degree it's needed. I do travel with actually a sensor cleaning kit, so I could clean my own sensors, and sometimes I have to. And I just got a brand new kit. Here in the US, you order it from Amazon, you have it a few hours later or next day. One thing is that when you photograph a lens wide open, you actually won't see if there's any dust on the sensor, not even scratches, not even anything. We might be able to show in a moment. Also here I have a Leica M9 monochrome. This one have new shutter, it has many new things. I used it a lot since it came out 2012, but it also have sensor corrosion, and I actually have a lot of it. When I shoot with 0.95, 1.4, 2.0 lenses, I never see any of that corrosion, so that's why I'm not in a big hurry to get it fixed. I will get it fixed, and I'll try to show you how much it could be. Sensor cleaning is very simple, and I will show how it's done. Let's open the kit here I got with the mail thanks to Amazon, and you will see this was the wrong way to do it, but I saved it, most of it. You see here is actually a lot of, it's called swaps, full sensor swaps. You can even use for smaller sensors, those would work also, but this one is going to cover the full one, but the small ones will work. This is one thing. Let me just open it and you can see how it looks. A swap, and it's like this. So this is the one that you swap over the sensor with. It won't really work without liquid, and I'm not talking about you're not going to spit on it, and you're not going to use water, not even distilled water. You're going to use sensor cleaner. It is some sort of alcohol, and the way it works, let's just try and take this one. This is a SL3, and you can say it's easy to clean because when you take off the lens, then here's the sensor right here. And let's see if we can see some dust. This might be too much light to throw on this one, but maybe we can see it here. Let's just see. I can see it clearly now, and maybe you can see it too. I also have another camera up here. Let's just see if we can see the dust. This one have dust, and the reason I knew it before I opened the camera is because I did actually use some lenses where I stopped it down to f8, and then I will see I was doing something actually on the beach sunset with a new lens I was testing, and I see this thing in the air that looks like a bird that is out of focus, and you zoom in, you see the other birds are actually in focus, and this one is clearly some sort of dust or dirt. Call it dust or dirt, doesn't really matter. The way to do this is basically very simple, because now I take these drops, I hope that's open, yeah it is, and I just drip on some here. I'll do it on the both sides. And now this is wet, and now it's very simple. I just go here, first one way and then the other way. And what I can see on the sensor is that it's all wet. And that's fine, and I'm so tempted to just blow with my mouth, but I've been told in the past, because that's how I used to clean my sensors, I've been told it's not a good idea. You do have a lot of particles in the mouth, and I'll actually just take a dry one just to speed up the process a little bit. I mean, this cost, this package here I think is like, I don't know, $10 or something, so this is like 50 cents for each of these. Now I just wipe it over here, and that's going to help it become drier. The thing is, I gave a kit like this to a local friend here who have an M9, and he bought a SL3, and he said there's like 2 spots on it. Could something be wrong with the sensor? I said no, it's probably just try and clean it. And he says, is that safe? Can you do that? And yes, you can do it. And I've seen people at Leica, in Leica stores and elsewhere, professional cleaners. I mean, you can really work this. Let's just see. I mean, so you can actually do this because it's glass here. It's not that it's not like you're polishing the eyes of the sensor. There is a glass protective layer on top of it, so you can actually go like, if something is really, you just go like this. And I've seen and heard somebody do it where it sounds like, you know, sometimes in a restaurant or somewhere in a diner, somebody uses a knife on and fork on the plate, and it gives this sound that some people, it drives them nuts. It's like the school teacher would draw on the board. That's the sound, and nothing happens to the sensor. It doesn't get scratched or anything. It's pretty resistant, and I seem to have this one piece of dust here that just keeps coming. It just doesn't want to leave. I think it left now, but that's basically it. Then I can put it back again. I mean, I could look at it with this light, and I'm actually not totally happy. I'm gonna do it all over again now. Now you get to see it, if not in slow motion, then you get to see it again. I think I'm gonna put a little bit less liquid on this one, because maybe that was a little bit too much. So now it's just slightly wet in at the edge here. And I'll try again and just go here. I mean, I could also go the other way. And who knows what that was that wouldn't leave. It's almost like it was almost like a piece of egg from the breakfast, but I don't see how that would land on this. Now I'm pretty confident that it's actually clean. There's a little bit of residue from this. Nobody said this had to be easy. It just has to be done. It has to be done and be effective, because I wanted to be able to shoot with this lens, this camera and sensor, and it is clean. Now it is clean enough for what I'm doing. You could say, even if there was a piece of dust in a final photograph, then I could remove it in Lightroom or Capture One. I prefer not to. I prefer to just that it is clean. That's a good feeling. And I look at it here. It looks pristine. And if I'm sure if I used the flashlight here, I would have less of an opinion about my own cleaning abilities. Same also, you could say, let's just talk about it. Lenses, you put light through a lens. You can do that if you buy a lens and you want to see is there any fungus or anything in it. And what you will see here is there's always particles inside a lens. It's not something you want to know something about. You just want to live with the idea that it is totally clean and perfect, and you're taking high resolution pictures in the most optimum quality. Let's just try for the fun of it. Let's take another camera. Here's the M240, and here there is a way to, because here you have a shutter curtain, and you could just go on press it on bulb here. So that means the sensor, the shutter stays up as long as you press the shutter release. But imagine you're cleaning it and oops, there we go. Then you need a new shutter. So there is in the menu, in here somewhere in the bottom, let me just see here. You will see that on any camera that there is a way to clean it. Let's see. Sometimes you see in the menu it says sensor cleaning, and it's not that you select that and then it cleans the sensor. It's not. It means that now it's going to open the shutter, so you can actually clean the sensor. And let's see if I can find it here. In this one, I haven't. Yeah, there we go. Sensor cleaning. That looks very promising. And then I can say open shutter. Dust detection. Okay. And then it says inspect sensor, and I say yes. And please switch off camera after inspection. So that sounds promising. So if I don't switch off the camera, I should be safe. And I'm doing really well with these swaps. Whoever makes this is making a lot of money today. I actually even haven't looked at this on needs. I'm sure it does because it has been used by my son-in-law and myself, and this one have not been at Leica for a very long time. And now I'm just gonna go, so I basically go just here, back and forth a few times. One thing I'm thinking is that I'm not actually sure this liquid is the right one. All the liquids I tried is it smells of alcohol, and it evaporates really fast. Maybe it did evaporate here. There we go. Good. That's it. I'm going to believe this one is fine. Then I'll turn off the camera and turn it off again. And it says please stop sensor cleaning immediately. So it does give me a moment before it's going to close the shutter. You saw this blinking. Now it closes the shutter. You can say if I have the camera like this and I turn it off by accident, I'm not going to notice that warning, but that's just how it is. That's the risk of cleaning your sensor. So also now that I'm at it, actually let me just show you this one, Leica M9 monochrome, and it could also be a Leica M9. How dirty the sensor can be without you being able to detect it. And if we take this one, let's just take the flashlight and see if you can see this. So go here, just press B, and maybe you can see all the corrosion of the sensor. I'll try with this camera also. And I mean, even this is probably extreme. It is extreme. It looks like somebody fired a shotgun at it or something like that. There's a lot of spots. Even all these extreme spots, I tell you, I cannot see it in the picture that I shoot. This is 18 megapixels. Beautiful camera and everything. And it's not that something is wrong with my eyes or the computer or the sensor or anything. You just cannot see those spots when you shoot wide open. Now that we are talking about cleaning, one thing is some of you might win this always wear camera polishing cloth that I use for lenses, and also use it for the viewfinder here. You can say the viewfinder, and also this one over here is the rangefinder focus. It should be clean at all times. These are also sell on the website. I will put a link below. Another secret weapon that I have talked about before in another video, and now I'll talk about it again, is silver polishing cloths. This is the silversmith gloves. These are great for polishing. Well, one thing is you have gold or silver fountain pens or lighters and stuff like that, and of course silverware. It's great for polishing that. It is also great for polishing the camera, not the lenses. But the camera here, doesn't matter if it's silver or if it is black paint like this one. It kind of takes off all dirt. I'll also polish the screen on the back because it doesn't scratch it or anything. But if you're having like a cleaning day with your cameras and lenses, this is the one to use. You could say you could also use it on the outside of the lenses. Oh, there was a lens in this one. So you can use it for this one also. It's not like it's gonna give a lot of, maybe I should take it off and do it, but whatever. But this is a great way to clean. It really takes off whatever it is of layers you can have on cameras and metals, on brass, silver and so on. This one takes it. It's also something you can find in maybe a supermarket, maybe a silversmith, maybe on Amazon or online. A great little tool. That was all I had to show you today. Here's the leftovers of cleaning sensor. It's not always that difficult. Normally you could say one of these, and then if the liquid here is actually really good alcohol that it evaporates, then it goes really smooth. And it's very rare that you have dirt on the sensor that you really have to work on. I don't know how you should do that, but it's almost like you have to leave the camera out in the kitchen table for some days or weeks. For normal use, it's very easy to remove it. I like to have stores doing it, dealers, factories. People that are used to doing this have the tools and the patience to do it. I love when they do it. But I do travel with a kit of basically like this, a few of these. So if I'm out in the field somewhere and I need to clean my sensor, I can actually perform that small duty. That's all I had to say. Thank you for watching, and remember, till I see you next time, to always wear a camera, and don't forget the free links below the video.